Evening and welcome back to the regular council meeting for November 3rd. We're reconvening at 9:39 p.m. And again, for the public at home, I just want to let you know we covered a lot of ground in our in-camera session. There was a lot of new information and decisions that we can't vote on anything, but we discussed a lot of things. There's a lot of updating being done for our new councilors, and we are ready to bring forward some motions from discussion that came in the in-camera meeting. Councillor Lang made.
Thank you, Your Worship. I'd like to move that Council make the following appointments to the town's boards and committees. Chris Bell to the Subdivision Development and Appeal Board for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026. Ethan Chow to the Subdivision Development and Appeal Board for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026. Doug Anderson to the Subdivision Development and Appeal Board for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026. Pierce Swalwell to the Subdivision Development and Appeal Board for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026. Peter Lipp to the Subdivision Development and Appeal Board for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026. June Peary to the Assessment Review Board for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026. June Peary to the Community Improvement Program Committee for a term of 2 years ending October 31st, 2027. Charlotte Herman to the Community Improvement Program Committee for a term of 2 years ending October 31st, 2027. Eric Lang to the Community Improvement Program Committee for a term of 2 years ending October 31st, 2027. Ann Horn to the Municipal Library Board for a term of 3 years ending October 31st, 2028. Musenga Simwawa to the Municipal Library Board for a term of 3 years ending October 31st, 2028. Bev Bell to the Municipal Library Board for a term of 3 years ending October 31st, 2028. Sunday Adeola to the Municipal Library Board for a term of 3 years ending October 31st, 2028. Jen Chison to the Municipal Library Board for a term of 3 years ending October 31st, 2028. Dale Glyden to the Municipal Policing Committee for a term of 3 years ending October 31st, 2028. Charlotte Herman to the Municipal Policing Committee for a term of 3 years ending October 31st, 2028. Stephen Brito to the Municipal Policing Committee for a term of 3 years ending October 31st, 2028. And David Zuba to the Municipal Policing Committee for a term of 3 years ending October 31st, 2028. And that Council direct administration to advertise current board and committee vacancies and bring applications to a future Council meeting for consideration.
Thank you, Councillor Langmaid, for your bravery and for your motion. And councillors, do you have any objections? Do you have any discussion related to that motion? Seeing and hearing. Councillor Wiley.
Sorry, just a general, if there's anyone still up at home watching this, a big thank you for all the community members who've put their name forward to represent us. It was an excellent year. We had a huge response and look forward to getting to know you, meet you, and just really appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Wiley, for that. So I'll call the question. All in favor? And that motion is carried. We do not have a public hearing tonight for item 4. We also don't have any public comments tonight, and we have no delegations for item 6. So that brings us to the consent agenda. Are there any items listed in the consent agenda that councillors would like to see removed and discussed separately? And if not, then I'll need a motion for that. Councillor Wiley.
Thank you.
I move that Council adopt the recommendations of the following agenda reports by an omnibus motion. 8.1, regular council meeting minutes from September 17th. 8.2, organizational meeting minutes from October 29th. 11.2.1, municipal library board meeting minutes, February 18th. 11.2.1, library minutes, March 18th. 11.2.3, library board minutes, April 15th. 11.2.4, library board minutes, May 20th. 11.2.5, library board minutes, June 17th. 11.2.6, library board minutes, September 16th. 12.1, Wheatland County Organizational Letter. And 12.2, Village of Standard Organizational Letter.
Thank you for that motion for the consent agenda. Is there any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all in favor? And that motion is carried. Councillor Langmaid.
Thank you, Worship. I'd like to move that council defer items 9.1, 9.2, 10.1, and 10.2 to a future council meeting.
Thank you. Is there discussion on that motion? I'll call the question. All in favor? That motion is carried. We move now to item 9 business, 9.3 board and committee appointments, councillors. Councillor Langmaid.
Thank you, Worship. I'd like to move that council make the following councillor appointments to external boards and committees. Councillor Brown to the Community Futures Wild Rose Board for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026. Councillor Hyde to the Community Futures Wild Rose Board as an alternate for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026. Councillor Langmaid to the Municipal Library Board for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026. Councillor Langmaid to the Marigold Library Board for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026. Councillor Wagner to the Wheatland and District Emergency Medical Services Association for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026. Councillor Brown to the Wheatland and District Emergency Medical Services Association for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026. And Councillor Langmaid to the Wheatland and District Emergency Medical Services Association as an alternate for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026.
Thank you for that motion. Any discussion on that? I'll call the question. All in favor? That motion is carried. Councillor Langmaid.
Thank you, Worship. I'd like to move that council make the following councillor appointments to external boards and committees. Councillor Wagner to the Wheatland Housing Management Body Board for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026. And Councillor Chisholm to the Wheatland Housing Management Body Board for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026.
Thank you. So we have a motion on the floor. Is there any discussion on that motion? Councillor Wiley?
So we have two very eminently qualified individuals who put their name forward for the Wheatland Housing Management Body Board. I just want to thank Councillor Wagner and Councillor Chisholm. I'm going to be opposing this motion. I'm hoping that we can get, so currently Councillor Wagner has spent 4 years on the board, and I'm sure learned a ton of information and has a lot to offer. I'm looking for two new councillors with new ideas. I think there's a lot of fresh challenges that are facing the board right now, and I'm really hopeful that two new people could gather that information and make and have new ideas of ways to move forward that can serve our seniors the best in this community. I know that there's already a lot of experience on that board, and so it's not as though two new faces from Strathmore would mean a whole new board. Instead, it would just bring some new life, new vitality, and I will be done with that.
Thank you for those comments. Councillor Wegener?
Yeah, I will, like I said, I've been on it for the last 4 years. I just want to add a little shot out there, a little blurb, I guess. Right now, Wheatland Housing Management Body is in probably a pivotal position as far as moving forward with the new lodge build. Now, there is a lot more to the Wheatland Housing Management Body than just the new lodge build itself. There are various committees on there. We work hard to support the needs of the seniors in the town of Strathmore. Like I say, I have been on that for 4 years. I've been on the various committees, such as the Finance Committee, for the last 3 years. So again, I am hoping to gain council approval, council support with my continuation on the Wheatland Housing Management Body Board. Thank you.
Thank you for those comments. Any other councillors want to weigh in? Councillor Hyde?
Yes, I'd like to put my name forward for the position of Wheatland Housing Management Board Councillor Representative.
Thank you. Councillor Langmaid?
Sorry, just for clarification, was that an amendment to the motion?
So right now, there's a motion on the floor for Councillor Wagner and Councillor Chisholm. And I think what you're offering is a comment just saying if that motion doesn't pass, you would be willing to put your name forward.
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments? I'll finish the comments. I really appreciate both councillors being willing to come forward. I have the utmost respect for both of you. I've known both of you a long time in different capacities. I will be supporting the motion because I like the idea of compromise and the fact that we could have an experienced counselor with a new counselor, and it could be a really good blend that could help that board greatly. And then a year from now, we can also reconsider if we want to and look at other membership. But at this time, I'd like to see the compromise between two new members and having one of each, experience and new. So those are just my comments. If there are no further comments, I'll call the question. All in favor of the motion on the floor? And opposed? And the motion is carried. Thank you, everyone, for your work tonight. Councillor Langmaid?
Thank you, Worship. I'd like to move that council make the following councillor appointments to internal boards and committees. Councillor Wagner to the Regional Emergency Management Committee for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026. Mayor Fuel to the Regional Emergency Management Committee as an alternate for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026. Councillor Chisholm to the FCSS Advisory Board for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026. And Councillor Wiley to the Municipal Policing Committee for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026.
Thank you, Councillor Langmaid. Any discussion on that? I'll call the question. All in favor? And that motion is carried. Councillor Langmaid.
Thank you, Worship. I'd like to move that council appoint the following councillors to the Intermunicipal Collaboration Committee. Councillor Wiley for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026. Councillor Hyde for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026. Mayor Fuel for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026. And Councillor Langmaid for a term of 1 year ending October 31st, 2026.
Thank you for that motion. Any discussion on that? All in favor? That motion is carried. We move now to item 9.4. Oh, no, sorry, we do have to take care of that one. No, we did it. Sorry, it's been a long evening. 9.4, Proclamation of World Town Planning Day in Strathmore.
I'll keep it brief. If I could just ask council to proclaim Saturday, November 8th as World Town Planning Day, and appreciate all the good work we do here in Strathmore and around the world to make good plans. Thanks.
Thank you for that, Jamie. Councillor Langmaid?
So it's World Town Planning Day, not Jamie Day. All right, I'll get it right. I'd like to move that council proclaim November 8th, 2025 as World Town Planning Day in Strathmore as presented in Attachment 1.
Thank you for the motion. Councillor Wiley?
Sure, I will be supporting this motion. Eventually in this term, I would like to bring forward a policy where we avoid proclamations. I have little interest in proclaiming something every other week. In the meantime, of course, I support this.
Thank you for that. Any other comments from councillors? The only thing I would add is I've had many compliments come to me in my position as mayor regarding our planning department, Jamie, and the people who work with you and under you. We have a robust and energetic planning department. We have a turnaround that's really good and efficient, and the developers who speak to me, and I can give you the example of Lakewood, very impressed with your staff and the positivity. So I'm very supportive of this motion. Councillor Wegener.
I just want to kind of echo what Mayor Fuel said, but last week I had a fellow who was a real estate agent in Calgary. He came into our office and we were talking. When he found out I lived in Strathmore, he said that Strathmore's planning and development department is one of the easiest ones that he's had to work with in the kind of the region, in the small town region. So that's from somebody who is not here tonight, and it's just somebody that enjoys or appreciates the work that you guys do. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. So I'll call the question. All in favor? And that motion is carried. And just before I adjourn, I just want to thank the staff who are here. It was a long night for you folks, and there were a few things that we had to really work through. To my fellow councillors, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate this evening, the discussion, the professionalism, the willingness to listen and respect each other. I really appreciate it. So I feel very good about this council. Kara.
So thank you, Your Worship, and members of council.
Oh, right.
Just wanting to clarify around council inquiries, question and answer, and admin, just to confirm that there's nothing.
No
Okay,
question, go through section 11 on the agenda.
all right, okay, thank you. So section 11, we have,
Councillor questions.
we have no counselor questions and council statements. I thought we deferred that.
I didn't defer this part.
Oh, okay. And administrative inquiries, question and answer period, nothing. 11.4, administrative inquiries, nothing. And no notices of motion. So all that means is I can adjourn the meeting at 9:55.